Join me in painting this cute white bunny peeking through a circle background using watercolor. You can see the reference image here and I have given credit in the description. Here is a sketch you will need for this painting so you can transfer it onto your paper before we begin. I start by wetting inside the circle, being careful not to touch the bunny sketch. We have to evenly wet inside the circle and make sure there are no puddles of water. If there is any excess, you can tilt the board so it gets collect near the edges and then use a damp brush to absorb that excess water. Next, I begin applying paint spray to those wet areas. As I move closer to the bunny, I switch to a pointed round brush so I can carefully paint along the edges of the sketch. The background has to be painted quickly before the paint dries because we will be using a little trick next to create the soft fur texture. When the background is wet and there are no puddles, I take a damp brush with a fine tip and slightly touch the wet edges along the back of the bunny's neck and its body as you see in the video. As the brush goes over the wet paint, the pigment moves slightly inward, creating a soft texture. I repeat the same process on the front side of the bunny's body. After that, I noticed I had left a small gap near the bunny's ear, so I filled that space with indigo. Then I cleaned my brush, made it damp again and went once more over the soft texture that was already created. This gives the bunny a fluffy fur effect. Next, I mixed Naples yellow with a small amount of Payne's grey and crimson lake to get a pinkish brown shade which I used to paint the area under the neck. After applying that pinkish brown shade under the neck, I don't leave any hard edges. I soften them with a damp brush. Using the same pigment, I paint the area under the neck and also the bunny's feet as you see in the video. Since this is a white bunny, I'm only using a very light and medium values for the shadow areas. Based on the reference image, you can see the shadow of the bunny on the left side, so it means the light is on the right side. Using the same pinkish brown shade, I paint the bunny's head as you see in the video. You can follow the reference image to see where the lighter values should be placed, which will give a clearer understanding if my painting looks a bit confusing for you. Next, I'm applying the same pinkish brown pigment for the ears. For the inner part of the ear, I mix crimson lake with little indigo to create a pinkish purple shade which adds an interesting touch to the painting. Here I start with slightly darker value at the base of the inner ear, and as I move upward I gradually lighten the value. Using the same pinkish purple shade, I paint the outline of the eye and the nose of the bunny. Using a dark value of indigo, I paint the eye, leaving a small white area for the highlight. Next, we have to add the cast shadow of the bunny's feet as shown in the reference image, because this creates the effect that the bunny is about to jump out of the paper. For this shadow, I mix Naples yellow with crimson lake and bit more of indigo to get a dark brown. The value of the shadow is slightly darker than the value of the feet that we painted earlier because the pigments that we mixed are in different proportions. Finally, I add a few small nails on the bunny's feet using Naples yellow. And that's it, we have completed our beautiful bunny painting. I hope you enjoyed watching it. If you liked it, share it with your friends. See you in another video. Until then, take care and bye bye from Prema.